So sorry for the holdup, y'all. I was sitting here, I pressed go live or start streaming, and I was instantly struck with the powerful urge to go pee, so I had to hit the quick pee pit stop before actually coming on here and doing the damn thing. But I'm here now. Oh, and I'm a little tall, hold on. There we go. That's a little better. How's everybody doing? I hope y'all had a fun, chill weekend. Hope you got to hang out with your friends, hang out with your family, all that good stuff. Ooh. I am seeing something very interesting on my Twitter right now. Oh, fuck, that's right. They dropped the anniversary chapter for Komi Can't Communicate. I gotta read that after the stream. I want to read it now, but I got a game. I guess I'll game. But yeah, I just saw something very interesting pop up on my little Twitter feed over there, on the other monitor. I'm definitely going to talk about that when we start gaming in just a sec. Very exciting news. Looking forward to that. But yeah, I hope y'all had a chill, whoa. You know, got struck with some rasp there. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I had a good time. Did the usual shenanigans, was hanging out with the boys. Did a little gaming. As I've mentioned I've mentioned it in a couple streams already, but we've been really locked in on the Invincible versus fighting game, and having a lot of fun with that week after week. Watched some anime, chatted the shit, you know, the standard hanging out with your boys type deal. All right. Let me close out of Twitter. I'm getting distracted. I'm getting way too distracted. Sorry about that. But yeah, just overall a chill time. Got a couple things planned for this week. I've got to record a video that I've had scripted for a little bit. You might have heard me mention it before on stream. I've mentioned it a couple times on stream. I've scripted out this whole video talking about which anime I'm personally going to be watching for the upcoming summer 2026 anime lineup. I've got that all scripted out, got the script polished. I went ahead and made the thumbnail the other day, and I think that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with how that turned out, so got to record that video, edit that video, and that'll probably go up sometime next week. So if you're a fan of anime, if you're a fan of anime recommendations or anything along those lines, be sure to keep your eyes peeled for that one. That'll obviously be going up on my YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/@SugarBearVT if you aren't already subscribed. Yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. Probably sometime early next week. I could post it this week, but we're still about 2 weeks out for certain series before getting into the overall next lineup. Plus, there's that little buffer week where the shows from the previous season end. There's like the buffer week, and then the stuff starts airing for the next season. So I want to get it close, but not I want to get it closer than we are now, but not too close, you know. So maybe next week. Maybe next week for the upload. I've also got to find another topic to discuss for like an otaku news video. I've only done like 2 of those up to this point, but I'm trying to make it a more frequent thing on the channel. So I'm trying to find the right thing to talk about. I heard some cool little thing pop up about there being like a version of beam saber technology being worked on in Japan, and that it would be able to be used to make farming in space a more viable and real thing, and I think that's pretty cool. I haven't looked into that too much, so I don't know how deep the story goes or if it'd be worth discussing in a video, but still very cool all the same. I'm still juggling a couple topics, see what I want to talk about. But yeah, overall, just trying to fit everything in there. Still got the end of the Blue Archive Decagrammaton event that I gotta finish up this week because the community has yet to finish the Malkuth raid. So I'm like, come on guys, just lock the fuck in. I think I checked it 2 days ago and we were only at like, we had the health bar down to like 40 HP, like 40% HP. So it'll probably be ready by the time I check it tomorrow. I don't usually get to play or like lock in and play on days that I stream because I gotta edit videos afterwards, but I'm sure the other sensei will lock in and we'll be able to get it wrapped up in time. I gotta see what the conclusion of the story is, so. Yep. Just all the basics. Got some videos to record, got some streams to do, all that good stuff. You know the deal over here on the Sugar Bear VT channel. We kinda have the same things going across the board right now. Oh, and I gotta start prepping for my next movie review too. I know I'm probably going to see Supergirl in theaters, the DC Supergirl movie. I'm probably going to see that sometime in the next few weeks, so gotta find the time to do a movie review on that too. Just so much to do. I'm also going to do karaoke with the boys in a couple weeks to celebrate another friend's birthday. So I've been doing some vocal exercises in my free time, trying to get my lung capacity up to its maximum strength so that I can sing at full power while being heavily intoxicated. So that's been a lot of fun. Been doing a lot of singing to myself when I've got the free time. I enjoy singing a fair bit. I've never sang on stream or done stream karaoke. I know that's actually a risky thing to do on stream. I didn't know that before I started streaming myself. But apparently, if you do karaoke on stream, there's actually a chance that they could, like, copyright strike you or, like, DMCA take down your stream if, like, if the singing that you do is too, like, on point with the actual version of the song. I don't know how likely that would be for someone like me because I'm not, like, a professional singer. I don't, like, post like covers or anything like that to my YouTube, or at least I haven't up to this point. So the idea of me getting copyright struck compared to somebody who's like infinitely better at it than I am probably is relatively like small chance of that happening, but it is still like a pretty nerve-wracking thing to think about. Like, shit, I don't want to get a fucking copyright strike because I decided to sing on stream. But even so, I enjoy streaming a lot, or I enjoy singing a lot. I sing a lot in my free time. You probably wouldn't expect somebody with a voice like mine to have a fair bit of range, but I actually do have some decent range. Not trying to jack myself off or make me sound like I'm better than I am, but I am not a terrible singer. I actually have decent vocal control for somebody who's not like classically trained or anything. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting distracted. We should probably get into the gaming sooner than later. I just feel like compared to some of the previous weeks going into the streams that I've had, there's actually like a decent amount that I could talk about. So I just wanted to do a little bit more yapping than we've been doing. But we could probably go ahead and start getting ready for the game. So give me just a sec. I'll get my capture software all pulled up and we'll get into the damn thing. Yeah, folks, just bear with me for just a sec while I get this pulled up. I'm also going to do a little bit of scrolling. I love scrolling on social media. Huh. Oh yeah, things are just another thing to talk about while I'm sitting here scrolling. I just passed by a post and reminded me of it. Seems like things are finally starting to look back up again in Dawn. Once again, I don't like getting into too many spoilers when it comes to other series and on stream, just in case somebody's not reading. I don't want to like ruin the story for them, but we have been in a little bit of a rough spot with Dawn for the past arc and a half, I'd say. we've been getting into some rough stuff, and the mood has not been particularly excellent, but the most recent chapter ended on a pretty good note, energy-wise. I'm feeling the vibes a little bit. I'm starting to feel good about where we're headed, what we're going to be doing at the tail end of this arc, so that's exciting. Oh, that's cute. Some Joltik fan art on my little For You page here. That's very cute. I like Joltik. Joltik and Galvantula are both great Pokemon designs. I love those. Hold on, my fucking leg's itchy. What's this? Oh, damn, that looks good. Let me throw a like on that, too. Little, Super Nintendo Gaijinka figure. That's pretty dope. Okay, I'm actually getting distracted now. I'm sorry, y'all. I am so fucking ADHD. I cannot help myself. Okay. Let me actually get this pulled up now before I get distracted and do some other shit I shouldn't be doing. Okay, come on. Alright, let me close out of the old music. I noticed I was a little bit light on my shorts posting this week, which wasn't intentional. I think the streams that I did towards the back half of the week were just a little bit too low-key. I could probably still edit something out of them if I, like, really went searching for it, but nothing particularly came to me as, like, worth posting as a short. I thought about maybe doing, like, a short of me beating the first boss in Little Witch No Beta, but then I was like, that probably doesn't have much, like, reach in terms of the peel, and I was thinking about maybe doing something from the Pokemon Yellow, but I was only able to really squeeze one short out of it that came to me naturally, so I didn't end up doing that. The point that I'm trying to make is that I'm, like, really close to crossing 200 subscribers on YouTube, which is massive thanks to everybody who's been supporting the channel, tuning in for the streams, watching the shorts, watching the other pre-recorded, like, long-form content. I appreciate it so much. All the new subscribers on the channel over the past few weeks who have gotten me, inched me closer and closer and closer to crossing this goal. I think when I checked it this morning, I was at, like, 198 or 199, something like that. So any day now, we're probably going to break 200, and it's a huge deal to me. I greatly appreciate it once again. I cannot possibly express how much it means to me to have so many people supporting the channel, supporting the YouTube ventures as I branch out and try to do different forms of content that I hadn't done previously. All just so good. And obviously, y'all will be y'all in stream, as well as my voice cracked there. Y'all in stream, as well as the people who follow me on my social medias, will be the first to hear about it when we break that 200 mark on YouTube. So I'd probably already be there if I had actually, like, locked in and posted some more shorts, but that was kind of the point I was making. Anyway, let's head on over to the gaming page. Oh, and actually remember to fucking do my thing. Here are my shit. There we go. Mirrored properly. Now, I'm sure y'all can already see in the top right corner over there that the Pokemon counter appears to be broken. I don't know what, if anything, I could do to fix it. I don't know why it's broken. I don't know if it's a problem on Stream Elements side, because Stream Elements is who I use for my little overlay stuff. But I just couldn't get it working in time for the stream. That's also why the counter's off, because I was trying to see if maybe tallying it up would, like, sync it back up. But yeah, the graphic is gone there. I don't know what to do about it. I'll have to figure it out on my own time. Yep. With that out of the way, we can probably go ahead and do our little intro bit, so bear with me for a second. Let me water myself. Alrighty, what's good, y'all? It is I, Sugar Bear VT, and we are back for some more Pokemon Pokopia. Ignore the broken Pokemon counter up in the top right corner. Don't know what's wrong with that. I'll have to do a little off-screen troubleshooting on that overlay in my own time. Couldn't get it working in time for the stream, so apologies for that, but quick recap for the previous stream in case you weren't here to see it. We started our first little construction project on the Silphco building over there, but I didn't do too much in the way of off-stream grinding, so pretty much not too much to cover. We started exploring that top area over there, but we still got plenty more to explore in this area. All the side islands over there and back there. I haven't really done anything with those yet because I didn't want to look at those without y'all on stream. I wanted y'all to be the first ones to see it alongside me. So I kind of kept it low key on the off-stream vibe. So when I see those, and we will definitely see those today. I promise I will lock in and actually get something done today. I wanted y'all to be there to see it with me. So let's go ahead and do our little daily checks. Ooh, Gyarados stamp. I think that's another first. I don't think we've gotten Gyarados before. What are our dailies looking like? Non-burnable trash, I'm sure that'll happen. Gather honey, I will make a mental note to gather the honey. Fresh coat of paint, probably not going to do that. Yeah, those are all right. Oh! Oh my god! Laptop recipe, that's fucking goated. Love that. Don't know who I'll use that for, but I'm sure that'll come in handy. And then the jumbled up chords. No, don't have any ideas for that either, but I am sure, once again, it'll come in handy. Recipes are recipes. I've also been neglecting to go inside the Pokemon Center, so that's my bad. Let me actually get a read of this lore. We've been so distracted the past few streams. Had so many people in chat, and just been yapping. Haven't been able to actually accomplish any goals. Ugh. Pulls at collar. We'll try to do better. Someone's journal number 4. This city was a dazzling metropolis the last time I came here with Sugar. Now it's barely recognizable. Apparently the ground in this area has been rising up so quickly that it caused many buildings to collapse and the roads to crack. Some scientists believe that as things continue at this pace, in a matter of centuries this area will be as high as a mountain. In terms of elevation, it looks like most of the people who once lived here have already evacuated. I suppose I should go too. It breaks my heart to leave Sugar behind, but it's not forever. No matter what, I'll come back someday, and then Sugar and I will travel the world. In a matter of centuries it'll reach as high as a mountain. We're already up in the fucking clouds, so how much time has actually passed in universe here? We are well above mountain territory at this point. Like everything, all these little things, we are up above the clouds. Even like the highest mountains in the world, like Mount Everest levels, would be heavily pushing it with this. So I don't know, man. It's genuinely, once again, it's a very eerie feeling, the kind of energy that this game evokes, just because of how unsettling all this is. Genuinely, it's so unsettling. But let's see, how are we looking on space right now? We've still got a decent amount of space. We might need to clear that out at some point in the stream. What are our quests looking like? Rebuild the building. We will be able to complete that once we go up there, because as you can see, the coverage is there. It should be done repairing that floor. Oh, speaking of which, I did realize when I set that up off stream that the, reason that it wasn't asking for very much materials is because it's repairing it on a floor-by-floor basis. So we're only repairing one floor at a time. When I said in the previous stream, I'm like, oh, that's not very many resources to get this fixed up. That's because it's just one floor. So I caught on to that. Ricky D wants us to build a house, and then we still need to figure out what the fuck is Sprigatito's deal. And apparently this area is called the Sparkling Skylands. I have yet to clock that in the previous stream, so let's see how we're looking like. I know I had something or other also being built over here, but I don't think I actually started that. So what did I need for that while I'm over here? Concrete. Oh, that's all I needed. So I need bring Swablu, Girafarig, I'll need to bring Tinkaton and somebody. I don't even know if I have anybody for that, so... Ooh. Hopefully we'll have to... Oh, Sparkle. I was like, I hear Sparkle sound, but no see Sparkle signs. Alrighty. Hold on, I got... a little distracted, got a message. I was checking a message. Robust flower seeds. Don't need that shit. Don't really care about that. Okie dokie, let's take the old Sky Tram. You know, it's pretty rare that I actually get to do some level of, like, an update for, like, a story that we covered previously. So, before I actually get into all of this stuff, I will actually just, peek around a little bit, see if I see a Pokemon trace. And while I do my peeking around, I'll yap a bit. So like I said, it's pretty rare that there's, like, a fairly immediate, like, update to a thing that we covered previously. I don't know if you guys remember... Project RX. It's an upcoming game that I believe I discussed during a Pokemon Snap stream. Oh, hold on. Quick little side quest. We got a Pokemon. Who do we got? Surely it's a bird. Hey, Artoria? Altaria. I mixed up my letters. Yo, Mafi, how's it going, homie? Good to see you in chat. We are doing pretty good. Actually, trying to make some progress today. Nice to meet you, dear. I'm just tickled pink to see you, you know. It's been so long since I've had anyone to talk to, after all. Please feel free to ask me if you ever need anything. For example, if you're ever having trouble falling asleep, I can wrap you up in my wings and sing you a lullaby. Oh, that's nice. This sounds like Altaria would probably get along with Dragonite, since Dragonite likes sleeping so much. So that's number 241, Altaria, the humming Pokemon. On sunny days, it flies freely through the sky and blends into the clouds. It sings in a beautiful soprano. That's 3'7", 45 pounds, dragon flying type. Cool. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if y'all remember Project RX. That is an upcoming gacha game by the creators of Blue Archive. I spoke about it briefly during I believe, a Pokemon Snap stream, and we've actually got a little bit of an update to that game. Not so much on, like, what the game itself is, but they just recently opened up the official Twitter account. They've got the official Project RX Twitter accounts. They got it for EN, JP, KR, all the different languages. They got those opened up, I think, today, or at least in the last 24 hours. And at least as of the time that I'm streaming this, they haven't actually posted anything other than, like, the introduction, like, welcome to the account post, because it's like brand new. But in that post, they also promised that we are going to be getting some new update shortly, which I think is pretty cool. That means we can probably expect some level of, like, maybe gameplay trailer in the near... Ooh! Dragonite doll! Very cool. We can probably expect some level of gameplay trailer in the near future. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but they were describing this game as being like an isekai story, but with an overall slice-of-life theme, as well as some level of fantasy story elements. Like, there's some level of fantasy content, and the player character themselves are an isekai protagonist that gets sent to another world, but then, like, the main vibe of the game is that you are in this, like, slice-of-life, chilled-out vibe with the anime girls that you can collect, and you got, like, a little hub house where you can chill with them and do, like, little slice-of-life activities. I think it sounds very cute in concept. I don't know what the execution will be like, because we haven't really seen any gameplay footage. But now that we got the new account to look at, I'm sure it'll be any day now. And, of course, if and when they decide to post something, y'all will hear about it from me, because I am very excited about that. Once again, huge Blue Archive fan, very dedicated Blue Archive player. I post my polls over here on the YouTube channel. That's, once again, youtube.com/@SugarBearVT. I post Blue Archive shorts, Blue Archive long-form videos of me doing my polls, discussing the characters, all those things. Very locked in. I've been a level 90 player. Like, the second they unlocked the level cap up to level 90, I was a level 90 player pretty much within a 24-hour period. Like, I am locked in. So, super excited to see what this dev team can cook up next. And, yeah. Just, stay tuned. I'm sure we will have something to talk about in the immediate future. Let me see. You're actually live yourself and you're doing, doing some GTA 5? Hell yeah. I remember you said during the last Pokopia stream that you do, like, GTA RP, which is super cool. I appreciate you coming and chat, even though you're live yourself. Nothing but appreciation for that. I know it is a very mentally taxing thing to be live, so I appreciate you saying what's up either way. Alright, now let's actually fucking log back in on the game. I got distracted talking about my gacha game shit. So let me actually do something. Sugar! There you are, bud! The Skyline Building 2S all finished. You should definitely check it out while you're here. Yeah, I will definitely do that. I can't remember what theme I picked for the number 2 repair. You ready for the big reveal? Here we go! Hey, that looks pretty good. That looks super clean. What the fuck? They got a little kids play area. And the outside looks neat too. I was worried that it was going to be out of like the scrap cubes, because all of Tinkaton's other stuff is built out of scrap cubes, and I hate that aesthetic. So I was worried I was going to have to fix it up myself afterwards, but this looks pretty good. Hey. For the second floor, I put in a human workspace and a Pokemon play space. See, that way, when the humans come back, they can have fun with us and work at the same time. That's a pretty good idea. I like that. Next up, we gotta work on the 3rd floor. I was thinking we could make the 3rd floor a place where we'd all come and eat. So, yeah, like a little cafeteria section. I don't know, but that looks more like R&D. But I don't know anyone who can make that much food. Yeah, I gotta bring Chef Dente with me. Is that right? Wait, really? A gradient who's a good cook in a town with a volcano? Whoa, that's gotta be one amazing gradient. In that case, think you could get Chef Dente to join us? I mean, I don't want to, but I will. I really wish that I'd changed what the vibe is. That's definitely more of an R&D looking location. That's not where the cafeteria should be. Fuck. Can I change it? I can't. Ah! Okay, I gotta get Chef Dente, gotta get the materials, and apparently it's gonna be a cafeteria. That's my bad. Alright, how are we looking? I need concrete, I already have plenty of concrete. I need some more glass, I haven't gotten glass in a while. The glowing stone, I get that in the volcano area. And then copper ingot, I've got a fair amount of copper right now, so I'll go ahead and place that. Son of a bitch. I'm actually going to request Tinkaton because I need you. Actually, no, I'll keep you there. I don't even have like a register Pokemon to use, so it's not like it really matters. I mean, I guess what else is there to do other than let me check here. Filter. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, I was looking at the Habitat Dex. I meant to be looking at the Pokedex. That's my bad. We need somebody who can manage trade. Do we have anyone here who can trade? Well, that is a no. Can anybody who we've run into, or not run into yet, but will in the future, can they do it? See, that looks maybe like a Ghastly. That's not here. No, I gotta keep an eye out for some Pokemon traces, I guess. Guess we are keeping an eye out for Pokemon traces. While I'm here, let me break down some of this sand. This might be hiding something. Oh, there's a trace and a thing inside. Look at that. I knew my gamer senses were tingling. Okay, inspect. Who do we got? Somebody with the trade ability, please. Ooh, Porygon! Hey, yo, researcher's desk. So I need a computer, some little flasks or test tubes. Just give me the exact details. Science experiment. I have one of the. No, I need one of those. I need a computer. I only have a laptop. I haven't gotten the computer yet. And then a table any. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure there's science experiment stuff up in the R&D area. I better go get that before fucking Tinkaton destroys it. And this is only a recycle specialist too. That doesn't even give me what I want. Oh, well, there's the science experiment stuff. So I really am just missing the. I'm just missing the computer. I mean, that's not terrible. God, this sand is annoying. Well, at least it gives me materials that I can smelt for some glass, because I don't have enough to actually do much building. So I guess it works out. I'm just going to kind of do the bare minimum here so that I can start getting this spot set up. I do actually want to focus on exploring in this stream. There we go. Okay, let's put the kit back on the thing. Where's the science kit? There we go. Ah, this isn't even big enough. Hold on. I'm actually gonna have to move this over here. If I have it here, or I guess if I flush it with the back wall. No, like this. And then flush it with the back wall. Science kit would probably be to the left. And then... yeah, I'll just put another table here at some point. Yeah. Oh, I was gonna put down my my Dragonite doll. See what kind of area it spawns. The Dragonite is probably the spawn for this area, so I can farm these materials, which will be nice for the rare Pokemetal ore. That stuff's pretty nice. Here looks like an entrance to an elevator. I'm sure I'll do something with that at some point because of the underground section. Oh, there's a Gardevoir over there. I see you, girl. Well, okay. Okay. What do I... hold on. Let me see some stuff real quick. Let me talk to Tinkaton. Because I need to know what I give her to get more Tinka gears. What can I give her? Do I give her concrete? Okay, no. Do I give her... do I give her iron ore? Please tell me I just didn't give her 50 iron ore. Okay, I only gave her one. I really gotta be more careful. Damn, what do I give you? Iron ingot? Okay, Tinka Gear is iron ingot. Okay. Make me a couple Tinka Gear. Yeah, make me like 12 of them. Okay, while she's doing that, I need the Tinka Gear to make the little sky lifts, and I don't want to head over to that area until I have a way of getting back. Once I go down there, I don't think I'll have the means of getting back, so I gotta bring a... oh no, I could fly down there. But honestly, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well just build the damn thing. Make traversing this area less obnoxious. Okay, well there's that, so we got that in motion. I'll come back up here to get those Tinka Gears in a bit. Let me look around. See if we can find a trace of something or other. trace of a something or other would be lovely. Excuse me. Anybody anywhere? Is anybody hiding from me? Anything back here? I don't think I've looked back here very closely. No, it doesn't look like there's actually anything of value back here. Oh, but there is lore. Lore has value. What do you got for me? Big bargain sale. The ever-popular Full Heal is available at the 25% discount for only a limited time. Limited to 3 per customer, only available in-store, the Pokemart of Saffron City. Okay, well there's the confirmation that this is Saffron City. As if we needed that, we pretty much already had the confirmation when I pointed out that that was very clearly the Saffron, the Silphco building in Saffron City. There, they have name-dropped it. It is 100% the Saffron City equivalent. Nothing else of interest back here, though. I was hoping for a Pokemon trace, but I'll take the lore. The lore is better than nothing. Really need some Pokemon traces. I gotta get somebody to handle the trades. I could also always try to build some existing style of Pokemon habitats and hope that it brings somebody in. Anything hidden around here? No. Damn. I guess I'm waiting on them Tinka Gears before I can get anything cool done. Oh, I see an item peeking over there on that island. I'll try to remember that that's over there when I fly over there. I swear, was there not a piece of lore over here? I think I went looking for it a couple streams ago. Oh, but I hear a Sparkle. Sparkle takes priority. Oh, it's a good one, too. Ice cream poster. That's alright. Not mad at that. Oh! Bigger Sparkle. And a Speedy poster. I think that's the one with Tauros on it. Don't quote me on that. Anything in here? No. Okie dokie, let's head back to the main area. See if I can't brain my way around this Sprigatito problem. Oh! There's lore right there! Is that what I was thinking of and I just, like, wrote it in my brain wrong? Professor's Diary number 5. Something shocking happened today. Actually, let me do a Professor Oak voice. Something shocking happened today. The Pokemon Conservation Project is progressing smoothly, and the time came for my Tangela to join the others. In the hopes of avoiding a tearful scene, I waited until my grandchild was asleep before entrusting Tangela to one of the other project members. But later that night, I received word that Tangela had run off. Tangela was like family. He should have been accustomed to humans. How could this have happened? I have a theory. Tangela was likely trying to get back to our home, but it's nearly time for my family to set off for space. Even if Tangela were to make it back safely, by the time he arrives we'll no longer be there. I feel agonizingly helpless knowing there's nothing I can do. Nothing, that is, but hope that the project staff find Tangela and keep him safe. Well, we already know that didn't happen. The Tangela being referenced obviously became our Professor Tangrowth. That's just a no-brainer, so... It is weird, once again, that he was able to survive this long, knowing that there had to be some kind of major time skip. It's weird. Weird, weird, weird. Any sparkles hidden around here? Nope. Let me get my concrete. Put the next batch in here. And while... Oh, who's that in the sky? Ho-Oh! Been a minute since I've seen Ho-Oh. Okay. Now, while it's on my brain... Throw some glass in there. I'm sure Cyndaquil will handle that at their leisure. Now, how the fuck do I make Sprigatito cool with this? Sprigatito, come with me. It's right here. It's right here. Why is this not good enough for you? Look. Look. You're standing right in front of it. Close enough to what? But how is this not close enough? It's right there. I don't get you. I just do not get you, Sprigatito. Fuck it, I'm just gonna build, like, one little patch of something or other right here. If this doesn't work, then I don't know what will. Alright, I gotta have something. Do I seriously not have any seeds? Well, I guess this is what I get from constantly ditching my fucking seeds. Okay, let me waste my currency buying seeds. Oh, give me a fucking tomato. Son of a bitch. Alright, where's Sprigatito? Alright, Sprigatito, come here. Come here. I have had it with your tomfoolery. You will acknowledge this. It's literally right next to your fucking house. Okay, talk to me. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do if that didn't count. It's literally right there. So... It's also ugly as shit. I don't like it being there, but... Whatever gets it going. And you know, now that it's at the front of my mind, let me just go ahead and buy these habitat hints. Because why not? There we go. Yeah, let me see it. Okay, so trash next to TV. What the fuck would that even be? And they only spawn at night, too. Okay. So, I'm not going to be able to use that. Fireplace nap spot. Fireplace and a luxurious-looking couch. And that's just at any time, I guess. Study area? Something that I can actually make, perhaps? So, desk, stool, bookcase, and a couple pencils. I don't have the stuff for that either. Let me check my decks. Filter by this area, please. No, I didn't actually set it. In this area, confirm. So, I actually don't have any of these. I didn't even notice that. Okay, let me put some fluffy flowers by the water. Let me just grow some pink grass by the water. I still need to do some with these fucking pipes. Okay. Let me go ahead and do some of this. I have this one right here, but I guess this doesn't count because it's not all on the grass. It's partially off. No, it's on the grass. Why didn't that count? This game, sometimes, I do not understand what it wants from me. Ultra Ruin. Okay. I cannot picture what that is off the top of my head. But I will grass up right here. Okay, does that mark anything in my habitat dex? Oh, so it's not pink, or it's not green unless you've gotten the only Pokemon you can get from it. So there's still 2 more, one that I can only get at night and one that's a 2 rare, and then I really need this Vibrava. I really need this Vibrava. I need Flygon is what I really need. Let me build a couple more of these, because I want to get all the Pokemon that I can from it. It's Honey. Honey quest complete. Well, shit. Over here. Why not over here? Over here is as good as any other place. Okay. Got plenty of pink grass habitats. Now let me get some water stuff going on. I actually do need another one of these, because how else am I supposed to get Greninja? That's just a fucking no-brainer. What is wrong with me? And now I'm just clicking on the wrong stuff. I am... Okay. Yep, the last one, it's gotta be Greninja, so let me just get a third one. Right here. Of course I built it in the wrong spot. Okay, that's the last one. That'll be where Greninja spawns. Now, I believe this one is what got me Dratini, so surely one of these is Dragonair, but I'm not sure what the third one will be. Actually, let me bring Sprigatito with me, because I can pluck the seeds from the flower and then use that. I don't even have to worry about stealing them from anywhere. Where's Sprigatito? Sprigatito, there you are. Oh! You were fetching your own berry. Sorry, I distracted you. But I do need your assistance for the briefest of moments. Please bear with me. It's following me, right? Okay, yeah. It's just doing so slowly. Okay. Now, I can pluck these as seeds, right? No, I have to chop them to get seeds. Oh. Aha. Whoops. Just gonna put those back and pretend that didn't happen. Alright, why is Sprigatito struggling to follow me? Sprigatito. Where are you? Sprigatito. I am literally going to carry you if I fucking need to. Come on. Right fucking here, man. One baby step at a time. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. 5. There you go. Good girl. Look who figured it out. Yeah. Is that right? Okay, surely this is close enough. There we go. Well, Dratini is now homeless, but... You know... It'll still spawn something. There's that. And I will just make a mental note to pick up those fluffy flowers wherever I find them. There's one right there, another one over there. That away. That away. Now we are just missing one, and there's the last one. There we go. Now we can compensate. I will probably need to tell Dratini that it's not homeless anymore. Imatiro, what's up? How you blah, blah, blah. I can't fucking talk today. How you doing? We're just trying to do a little bit of maintenance over here in this little sky area. I've been kind of slacking the past couple Pokopia streams, so I need to get some new Pokemon over here so I can get the trade ability and build some new buildings. I'm not sure what Pokemon will give me the ability to trade, though. At least not in this area. And another fluffy flower bed habitat. That's well and good. Hold on, let me hydrate. Water good. Okay, what is in my habitat dex? Oh, you already finished your Pokedex? Dang. That is pretty impressive, not gonna lie. I haven't been inviting very many Pokemon off stream, because I think it's just more fun if chat gets to, like, see me invite them in real time. But I'm only at about 107 right now, I think, as of adding Altaria. So, it's pretty slow going on my end, at least. Okay, and then Concrete Pipe will give me Quilava, so let me get another Concrete Pipe habitat. I don't think I have any extra Concrete Pipes on me, do I? Oh no, I have 5, that's plenty. Okay, where's a good spot for my Concrete Pipes? There's one right here, so I'll probably just do another one over here on the opposite end. Oh, and a trace of a Pokemon, how nice. Who do we got? Oh, is that, Duskull? Yeah, because Duskull is the first one, Dusclops is the second one, and then Dusk Noir is the third one. So this is Duskull. Very cute. Interesting that it's a regular patch of grass habitat. I wouldn't really expect that for a ghost type. All the other ghost types in the game so far have been general creepy kind of areas. So, pretty weird, but I'm not mad at it. I love that line. It's a very cool Pokemon line. And I think this will be fine if I just build it over to the side. 400 hours? That is crazy. I can't even remember. I think the last time I put 400 hours into a game, period, was like when Animal Crossing first came out. Animal Crossing New Horizons, because I was obsessed and I always did my dailies. You went to a dev island to get the Charcadet evolutions. Could not for the life of me find the armor pieces. I think Charcadet is the only one from that line that I have. So I don't even know what armor pieces you're referring to, because I haven't gotten any of the evolutions. Oh, I was like, what am I doing? Oh yeah, grass. Let me move this over one, actually. Can I move this over one? No, I have to pick it up, dang. Okay. Picking it up. I realized I think I was one too close. Or too close to the tree. Put that there. That there. That there. I'm not sure how many hours I have in Animal Crossing right now. It's probably closer to like 600, but like it's been a while since I've surpassed 400 hours in a game. Is what I mean. Okay, now let me grow my grass before I forget. Oh, I guess I'm chopping this grass. Weird that that grass over on the other side of the pipe counted, since it's not part of a solid patch. Okay, so now we should have the means to get Greninja, we should have the means to get Dragonair, we should have the means to get Quilava, we should have the means to get Vibrava. There should be plenty of Pokemon in this general area before the stream is over. Speaking of which, we're about 40 minutes into the first video off the stream, so I'm going to go ahead and call the first video, take a little sip of my water, then I'll get another timer going in just a sec. Okay. And I just dripped cold water all down my chest. Love that for me. Hold on, let me wipe myself down. Okay. Let me get another timer going. Alrighty, y'all. We're just gonna keep it going here. We should have some new Pokemon friends popping up here any minute now. But I am actually gonna go check back with Tinkaton, see if she has those Tinka gears ready for me yet. You know, while on the general topic of discussion with Pokopia being what we're talking about, I actually did saw that a bunch of outlets, specifically Cerebi is where I first saw it, started reporting that the online eShops did the listing for the expansion pass, and they might have accidentally leaked what the second tier of the expansion pass is going to be. I don't know how seriously we're taking leaks for this, because it's not like it's leaking an area, it's leaking a new mechanic. So I was taking a peek at that, and it looks like they're going to be adding Pokemon cosmetics as part of the second step of the expansion pass that we'd be getting in the back half of 2026. In the graphics that they were in the graphic they released for the expansion pass on the eShop, there it shows like Pikachu with a little maid headband and some angel wings, and it showed Snubbull with like a little bow tie on. Obviously, I don't think Snubbull's in the game right now. I don't know for sure, obviously, because I haven't completed the Pokedex. But I don't think Snubbull's in the game. So Snubbull having a bow tie is one thing, but I know for a fact that Pikachu doesn't wear anything. So that pretty much confirms that there's going to be Pokemon cosmetics, which is pretty cool. I love cosmetics. Giving your villagers little outfits is one of my favorite parts of Animal Crossing. So being able to give my favorite Pokemon some little outfits is going to be super cool. Loving that. Now, what I do hope is that it's not just limited to specific Pokemon. I can't really comment on Snubbull, because who's to say what Snubbull would actually end up being like? Do I think they'll be craftable, or do I think they'll be purchasable? I think they'd probably be craftable. Because the expansion pass itself is already paid DLC, I do not think that they would expect you to pay for cosmetics on top of that. I think that would be very scummy if they did do that. If they did do that, I would have to take a firm stance against that. Because if you're gonna make me pay for the DLC, the least you could do is give me the means to unlock the things from the DLC in-game. So I do firmly think that it's going to be an earnable, craftable item. But like I was saying, what I really hope is that it's not limited to the named Pokemon. I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of the named Pokemon are really cool. DJ Rotom, super cool. I'm loving Tinkmaster. Professor Tangrowth has grown on me a lot. Pikachu's great. Moslax is great. I love the named Pokemon, but a lot of my favorite Pokemon aren't named Pokemon. I still haven't run into them yet, but eventually I'm gonna find a Gengar. Gengar is my favorite Pokemon in the world, and I want to be able to put a little outfit on him. Put a little bow tie, put some shades, I don't care what. But I want to be able to put something on my favorite Pokemon who aren't named Pokemon. So I can't really gather too much information, because it is just a single graphic viewable in the eShop, and in some of the online, like, third-party stores where you could buy, like, gift cards or whatever. But as long as I can put it on whatever Pokemon I want, I am going to be thoroughly pleased with this little addition. I love putting little outfits on my favorite characters. It's cute, always a good time. So I'm just hoping that there's a large swath of variety in terms of what we can do with that. All right, now that I've got this built, I can finally go talk to this damn Gengar. Or fucking Gardevoir. I'm still on the ghost type brain. Still ghost type brain. Met with Pokecoins? Yeah, probably with Pokecoins. It's probably not going to be purchasable in the main shop. If I had to guess, it would be a daily shop item exclusive. All just speculation, though. I don't have any like strict reason for believing that. It could also once again be a craftable thing, like we said. It could be craftable. It could be a thing where you have to do like maybe specific Pokemon quests. My fear would be that if it is Pokemon specific, it would mean that you have to do specific quests for the Pokemon that are compatible with it, and you would only be able to put specific cosmetics on them. I think that would be a massive bummer and an underutilization of that mechanic. But beyond that, I think it'll probably my first guess would probably be purchasable items from the daily shop that you can apply to any Pokemon. That would be my guess. Now let's talk to the damn Gardevoir. Why, hello there. I sensed a visitor, but I wasn't expecting one as adorable as you. Yo? I just got here and she's already flirting with me? Guys. Kind of an unspoken ditto riz. Oh, you're building towns with the help of other Pokemon, in the hopes that the humans may return someday. What a wonderful sentiment. You'll find this island is filled with furniture and other items left behind by humans. Feel free to take them, they might be of use to you. You know, I sense something within you, a strange, mystical power. Actually, would you mind accompanying me for a while? I'd love to show you an interesting spot on this island. Sure, I'm down for the Gardevoir quest. I have a feeling you may find it useful. It's right this way. I would follow you to the end of the earth, pretty lady. And that is number 108. I mentioned it before, but I will mention it again since we're on the second video. The PokeCounter overlay is actually broken at this point in time. I don't know why it's broken. I couldn't figure out what to do to fix it for this stream. That's the little counter at the top right. Normally, there's like a little graphic that goes with it, but I don't know if it's a problem on the stream element side. I don't know if it's a problem on the person who created the overlay side. But for now, the counter looks pretty funky, so apologies for that. But we are on Pokemon 108. And that is number 233, Gardevoir, the Embrace Pokemon. To protect its trainer, it'll expend all of its psychic power to create a small black hole. That is crazy fucking lore. I did not know that Gardevoir could create a black hole. That is badass. 5'3", 106 pounds, psychic fairy type. Very cool. Who doesn't love Gardevoir? I mean, I have never met a Gardevoir hater. I don't want to ever meet a Gardevoir hater. So, obviously a much welcome addition to the squad in this game. I hope they're just clothes that you can gift like Animal Crossing. I want to make my Mimikyu the cutest little guy. I also want to put a bow on Mew. No, yeah, I'm pretty much feeling the exact same way. I want to be able to gift clothing to my favorite Pokemon. So by that, oh damn, she's moving quick as hell. I better follow her. By that same logic, I hope it is just Animal Crossing style to where you can give it to anybody and the shape of the character that you are giving it to is the only thing that influences how it'll look on said Pokemon, you know? Oh, hold on, there's lore in here and something else. I'll be in there in a second. Yeah, I think, obviously, different Pokemon have a much larger variety of shapes than the average Animal Crossing villager. Villagers come in like a handful of shapes, meanwhile Pokemon come in a billion shapes. But I feel like a little squash and stretch of the models could probably answer for most of that. So, hopefully they'll be very gracious in the way that you can give the Pokemon cosmetics. I really want this to be a thing that you could do for everybody. Every Pokemon deserves to be given little cute outfits, okay? There is not one Pokemon in this game who is undeserving of a cute little bow, a little tie, some little glasses, whatever. Let me dress up my Pokemon. I shouldn't say my Pokemon, that sounds derogatory. These aren't my Pokemon, they are my Pokemon friends. Let me give my friends gifts. And let me also read this lore. Sabrina sets sights on the big screen. Hey, yo, I love Sabrina. Gym leader Sabrina of the Saffron City Gym is set to make her silver screen debut at last. She will appear in a new movie produced by Unova Region's PokeStar Studios. Details about her role have not yet been released, but expectations are high among Sabrina's fans, who hope to see her as the lead. I think it's cool how many references there are to other regions interacting with trainers and gym leaders from the Kanto region. I think that's super cool. Oh, it's the Sabrina drip. Hell yeah. I'm not gonna wear this. I don't think this outfit particularly suits me. But, love Sabrina. Definitely one of the best gym leaders coming out of Kanto, so... very cool. Love the lore. Love the little pre-apocalypse lore. I didn't even think about that. There'll probably be accessories that can fit everything. Wondering size. If you give Articuno a bow. Probably. Like, the way that they do it in Animal Crossing, right? Like, obviously, like, if you look at a tiger's head sculpt, the tiger's head sculpt is going to be bigger than, like, a peacock head sculpt, right? So, usually, like, a bow, it won't include the headband part of a bow. It'll just be the bow itself, and then they can, like, resize it, like, rescale it to be bigger or smaller, depending on who you put it on. So that'll probably be the way they do it. Hopefully, it'll be the way they do it. Because if they don't do it that way, they're just setting themselves up to have to do a lot more work. So I am going to hope and pray for whichever pathway gets me more Pokemon wearing more outfits. Alright, what do you have for me, Gardevoir? There's a cave beneath this building that's piqued my interest. I sense a powerful aura coming from deep within. I've been hesitant to venture in by myself. Would you be willing to explore it with me? Absolutely, let's go. I will go anywhere with you. Why, thank you. Let's be off then. When I spotted this cave earlier, I was unable to get past the entrance due to flooding. If that is still the case, first we'll need to block off the source of water. Yeah. Oh, wait, is Gardevoir gonna float down? I bet that'll be great. Hold on. Float down, I bet you can. Oh, no, she just drops. She has that kind of flowy skirt effect that would make you think that she can move like Princess Peach. Oh, we're in a Team Rocket hideout. Okay. Yeah, Gardevoir's always had that Princess Peachy kind of vibe, so I just assumed she would use her grass skirt to, like... Actually, it's not, She always looked like a humanoid vegetable, like a plant, so I just assumed it was like a plant skirt, but... I guess I don't know that for sure, because she's not a grass type. She just seems planty in vibes. Whatever, I'm getting distracted. I just assumed that she could, like, float. But they didn't really deliver on that aspect of it. Okay, what do we got in here? Oh! What do we got in here? Pokemon Gym. Did I already have that one? I feel like I might have already had that one. What a snazzy looking cave. We got a bunch of rare Pokemetal ore down here. And I'll just block it with whatever. Doesn't really matter. Well, that cleaned up easily enough. Hold on, let me check something. I got a message. Quick little message. Okie dokie. Enough being distracted. So, we got plenty of Pokemetal ore. Clearly the remnants of what was a Team Rocket base. And an item over here. Look, Ditto. I'm certain those ore deposits are the source of the powerful aura I sense. Okay. Some kind of mystical property of the Pokemetal that has yet to be uncovered. So that aura was coming from the Pokemetal fragment. This aura is quite rare, you know. Thank you for joining me on this adventure and indulging my curiosity, Ditto. If you take some Pokemetal fragments with you, I'm certain you'll find a use for them. Though deposits of this ore are known to be quite hard, so I doubt you could manage to smash them with ease. There must be some way to extract it, surely. Yeah, I do know that I can power up with my Hamburg steak. I actually don't think I have any of that on me right now. Yeah, I do not. But I also just found the Dragonite doll, which I'm pretty sure will be another method of harvesting it. But I will just go ahead and harvest some right now, because why not? Why not? Why not? Well, that's probably plenty. I don't need to clean the spot out. Are you just gonna stay down here, Gardevoir? I mean, I'm not gonna make you go anywhere, but... Oh, hold on. The cave goes deeper. Oh! The cave was hidden behind the waterfall. How neat! How cool! And if I... No, that was scary. And another trace of a Pokemon is what I was going to say before I almost went over the edge. Oh, fuck, why am I forgetting this? It's the evolution of Snivy, the pre-evolution of Superior. Why am I blanking on your name? God, I suck. But fluffy flowers underneath a tree. Servine. Is it Servine? I feel like it's Servine. Hold on, I gotta Google this or it's gonna bother me. Come on, Servine? It's Servine, okay. I reached the correct conclusion. I can relax my brain now. Oh god. That was scary. I don't like that. I don't like forgetting stuff. Well, let me go find some of them fluffy bits. Let me go find some of them fluffy bits so that we can get Servine. But it's weird that they told me how to find Servine before telling me how to find Snivy. At least I don't think they've told me how to find Snivy. I love Snivy, though. The Superior line, or the Snivy line, whichever you prefer to call it, is my preferred starter for the Unova region. Oshawott great, and but I'm not a huge Samurott fan. I don't hate Samurott, but I'm just not super into Samurott. And Emboar is just not for me. Tepig's cute, but Emboar is not for me. Dang, we have not made very much progress with this glass, huh? Cyndaquil took their time. Anybody poking around yet? Any twitching? Any twitching? Nope, no twitching. No new Pokemon friends yet. Actually, there is one more spot. Anybody over here? Okay, no twitching over here either. Well, hot dang. Nothing accomplished in all that time. But at least we met our new friend, Gardevoir. Actually, let me check Gardevoir's Pokedex entry. What can she do? What is her thing? She teleports and she trades! She teleports and she trades! I said I was looking for a trade. Wait, teleport's a thing? You know, I was saying, wouldn't it be cool? I don't actually know if I said this on stream. I might have just been thinking it to myself. I'm like, if there was a teleport ability, I haven't made it far enough to learn it. So I was like, wouldn't it be cool if there was an Abra in the game, and Abra could teach you to teleport between the habitats so that you didn't have to walk to them manually? I guess maybe there already is a teleport ability, and I just haven't learned it yet. Who knew? Who knew? Well, now that I've got it freed up, I think I'm missing one more thing. Who am I missing? I need the builder, and I need trade. So, yeah, okay. Well, let me take Tinkaton off of Self-Go duty, and then I'll pick up Gardevoir on the way, and then I'll bring them both back over here, and we can build the Pokemart. That's something we can do. Yeah. I'm a fire starter through and through, but I agree Emboar is a no lake. Yeah. I'm a water guy. I am a firm water starter enjoyer for the most part. Like across the board, practically. Actually, I think I actually made a whole little graphic about it. She helps you... Teleport helps you find Pokemon like Fly. If you're searching, she'll bring them to you. Oh, so she's like a replacement for the honey. She does what the honey does, essentially. Where the honey brings them back to their habitat, she'll just point them out for you. Okay, that's cool. That's pretty neat. Actually, let me pull this up now that we're talking about it. Actually had made a graphic for this a while back. Edited for upload for Twitter. No, that's not there. Is it in the Pokopia thing? No. I should be looking for assets. I'll cut this out of the video version. I just want to show the cool little thing that I made. Surely it's somewhere. Surely. Ah! There we go. Let me throw it up on screen, because why not? Image. Baba Booey. Pokemon. Chart. Image. I think this is it. Whoa, that's way too big. Alright, yeah, that looks alright. So, this is a Pokemon chart thing that I made for like a Twitter post forever ago. And basically, it hovers which starters are my favorite from all the different gens. I'm sure you can tell what it is just by looking at it. But basically, I've only broken rank from water starters 4 times in my overall run. Obviously, Squirtle, big Squirtle fan. You weren't here for my Pokemon Blue playthrough, but we did a Pokemon Blue playthrough on the channel. Actually, let me move this over and make it a little bit smaller so that you can still see me. There we go. That's plenty fine. Obviously, you weren't here for it, so I did a Pokemon Blue playthrough on the channel that ended a couple months ago, and for that, I went with Squirtle. His name was Sheldon. And I'm a big Totodile fan, Mudkip fan. I think the original water starters straight up through Gen 4 are flawless. But I also think that there's no wrong way that you can go. I think that Chikorita... I think that Chikorita is probably the weakest of the bunch from Gen 2, but I'm not a Chikorita hater. I think Meganium doesn't hold up as strong as Bayleaf, because Bayleaf just has a really solid design. But beyond that, I think Gen 2, beautiful Gen. Gen 3, chef's kiss, flawless. And then Gen 4, once again, chef's kiss, flawless. I think you cannot go wrong with anyone in Gen 3 and Gen 4. Things get a little bit rockier when you're on Gen 5. I am very, very firmly Snivy with the grass break, with the breaking rank for grass type. I am not a huge fan of Chestnut, but I do think Braixen and I think Greninja are both fairly equal as far as Gen 6 goes. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I am not... I'm not an Incineroar fan. I do not like Incineroar. I actually, in some cases, actively dislike Incineroar. But Primarina and Decidueye are goated. And I also like Litleo and whatever the fucking second cat's name is. I just don't like it when he stood up. When he stood up is when he lost me. And then, oddly enough, I broke rank from Sobble. My first playthrough from Sword and Shield was a Sobble playthrough, and I'm not a hater of, why am I blanking on dude's name? The fucking sniper. The sniper final evolution of Sobble. I'm not a hater. Inteleon, that's what it is. I'm not an Inteleon hater, but I'm also not an Inteleon. I think the gimmick of he becomes a spy kind of wore thin on me, because I think it's just not a clear through line. I think that Rillaboom of all three has like the best through line of being like a cohesive evolutionary line. But then I just fucking love Cinderace. Cinderace is goated. Scorbunny's adorable. I definitely think that, kind of lost me there, and I have yet to play Scarlet or Violet. I own Pokemon Violet, but I have not yet played it. But just off of pure vibes, Sprigatito's the GOAT. Meowscarada is easily one of the coolest grass starter designs we've ever gotten. I don't like the final evolution for Fuecoco, and, the final evolution for, Quaxley just wasn't what I wanted. They went more Fruity Dancer. I was hoping for more Fruity JoJo's Bizarre Adventure protagonists. I saw the Pompadour and I just assumed he would be Josuke from JoJo Part 4, and then he wasn't. So, I was kind of a letdown for that. I was, like, purely on Team Quaxley up until that point. And then, obviously, the game hasn't come out yet, but I am putting my chips on, Gekwa. I am putting all my chips, all my love and my energy on Gekwa. I just feel like Gekwa's gonna be cooking. So yeah, I got distracted on that little Pokemon tangent there, so let me get back to actually gaming. I do think all of the fire except for Tepig and Litten, love the starters, but hate the final evolutions. Yeah, Emboar and Incineroar, just not for me. Not my aesthetic, not my vibe. And it's not even like a furry hate thing, right? Like, I'm a Sonic fan. I'm not in a position to hate furries, period. Like, I am the last person to be recklessly judging the furries. But I've mentioned it multiple times on stream, so I don't have any problem saying it again. I have kind of an evolutionary method that I prefer when it comes to Pokemon designs. As long as Pombon doesn't stand up, yep, that is the line. A close friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world right now, is also locking in on Pombon, and he is a major furry. And he is also like, please, for the love of God, don't stand up. That seems to be like everybody's kind of feeling on the matter right now. He's also a huge dog fan in general, just loves the canine vibe, so he just wants him to stay more canine-esque. But yeah, like I was saying, I have an evolutionary method that I like to follow. A Pokemon can go... What? Dratini. Dratini. What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I asked for Tinkaton. You don't even... What? When did you get here? You were hiding in the pool, waiting to... Oh, and you're homeless, I forgot. Sorry about that. But yeah. I got distracted again. Sorry about that. I have an evolutionary method. I think that it is fine for a quadrupedal Pokemon to become a bipedal Pokemon, but I think if you are going to go from quadruped to biped, that it needs to happen by the second evolutionary stage. If you look at a Pokemon like... what's a good example of this? Mudkip. Mudkip... but when Mudkip becomes Marshtomp, it stands up on its hind legs. And then, when it comes Swampert, Swampert's kind of like a middle ground between being a biped and a quadruped. It clearly doesn't have very good balance, but in its like basic anime, in its like base form, it's standing on its hind legs. So it's technically a biped. I'm counting that. But Swampert doesn't really raise any red flags for me, because Swampert, because he makes the switch by the time it hits Marshtomp. It doesn't wait until the final evolution to do that. That's kind of like where my beef with something like Litten goes. Litten, Litleo are both quadrupeds, but then in the last second, it makes the full-on bipedal switch for Incineroar. I do not like that late in the game swapping of motion. That's kind of where you lose me. And in that same method, it is extremely rare in nature for you to see an animal go, like the evolutionary line of an animal, go from being a biped to a quadruped. It is extremely rare. So like when I look at something like Fuecoco, and its final evolution, it going from a bipedal little gator creature to a quadruped gator creature does not do it for me. I don't like that. That's like my big little push off from that. I feel like the swaps can work, but it needs to work in a way that makes sense. Gardevoir, honey, what are we doing here? Oh. Oh, the Gardevoir request wasn't done. That's why she was doing that. Okay, now let's roll team. I am less forgiving and less understanding of biped to quadruped in general, but I have very little qualms with quadruped to biped as long as it's done early enough in the evolutionary chain. Tinkaton, are you doing okay? Tinkaton appears to be struggling a little bit. Oh, no, there she is. Okay, she's making it slowly but surely. She's making it. Okay, come on, girls. We've got a Pokemart to build. But yeah, that's kind of my little fucking thing. It's probably just like some weird back-end OCD thing that's currently not diagnosed in my person, but I just cannot, for the life of me, get behind Pokemon that make the swap too late. Make the swap for their third tier evolution. And it's not even like those designs are bad. Like, a lot of those designs are still really cool designs as, like, a standalone thing, you know? But they lose me in being a third-tier evolution of that Pokemon. Whichever Pokemon it may be. Alright. Walk with me, gang. We got a Pokemart to build. Who else did I need? I needed 2 more. Trapinch and Cyndaquil. Okay. Should be a quick little grab. They were both hanging out by the smelter the last time I saw them. Gardevoir, honey. Your Pokedex entry indicates that you trade. Why isn't it letting me add you? I am a bit lost. By all common sense, you should be able to do this. You're frustrating me, honey. Uh-huh. 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 I'm really not sure how I feel about that. Not sure what I'm supposed to do about it either. How lovely what would be? What would be lovely? That bench is so cute. Little guy. Alright, come on, Trapinch. Well, at least get you set up. Gardevoir, do me a favor and don't go on that lift when I need to talk to you. Did I build her a home? I did not. I did not realize that not being homeless was a prerequisite. I'm just not used to my Pokemon being homeless. I typically don't leave them that way. Okay, let me talk to her. Don't get on that thing, please. Gardevoir, sweetie, please don't get on that. Gardevoir, Gardevoir, please. Come on. Cool. Love that for me. Okay, Gardevoir. Come back with me. Gardevoir. Okay, apparently I need to talk to her. May I ask you for a favor, Ditto? Doesn't the second floor of this building seem like it could be a fun place? I was thinking it might be a good spot to put out some playthings for other Pokemon to enjoy. You can obtain all those kinds of items at the PC, right? If you come across a slide, I'd appreciate it if you could place it in the second floor. Okay. Maybe she wants to live there? Maybe that's why she's asking? Oh, jeez. So much trouble you all are. Okay, where's the slide? Slide. I don't have any... I have a full inventory, do I? I don't need that poster. I don't need that mat. Hey, give me the slide. I can also place the Dragonite doll while I'm here and get that out of the way. That'll free up another spot. Yeah? Oh, I need a big spot for Dragonite. Got it. Dragonite's a big boy. Alright, big boy. There you go. Okie dokie, then. I also need Cyndaquil. How much glass do I have right now? That's plenty. Come on, Cyndaquil. I'm sure once Quilava gets here, he'll start doing stuff in your place. Right, come on, baby boy. Oh! Well, now it's letting me trade. Apparently, it wasn't that. They just wouldn't let me add her because she wanted to have a quest for me. Well, let me head back over there, get that quest done, then drag her back once again to build my Pokemart. Probably gonna go into a little bit of overtime for this video, as well as for the end of the stream before I end the stream, rather, because I do want to finish this Pokemart in this stream and in this video. So I'll probably crop some stuff out so that I can end the video on the Pokemart being completed. If I had to guess, it'll probably take like 30-40 minutes to build the Pokemart, something like that. Where's a good spot for this slide? Right here. Right up against this, wooden partition, I believe. Wait, what? There we go. That's a good spot. Like that? Thank you for doing that, Ditto. I'm sure everyone will have such fun playing on it. Yeah, no problem. Follow me. Okay, now she can do something. I saw somebody saying hey, too. I don't know what that was about. Let me peek my head inside the main floor. Put it next to the tire toy. I don't want it to look too cluttered, though. I feel like by having it next to the wooden partition, it leaves it as more like an open floor plan kind of feeling. I'll head back up there when I'm off stream, though, and see if it would fit better next to the tire. I might have that next to the tire by the next time I play Pokopia on stream. I'm not going to be playing Pokopia again this week, but I'll definitely be playing it again next week. I've already got plans for my Thursday stream. I'm playing this little anime-style Souls-like game called Little Witch No Beta. A bunch of Hololive VTubers worked on that. They're the voice actresses for the game, which is pretty cool. For me, as a VTuber, I think that's pretty neat. But it's my first Souls-like game, so I'm trying to make some progress on that. I should be approaching the second boss within that stream, so gotta lock in. Alright, everybody's here. Start building. How are we looking time-wise? It'll be done at 2:57. Oh, that's only 16 minutes. Oh, it makes a habitat. I did not know that. For somebody I want? Okay. You know what? I'll just take your word for it. Let me go check. Since that's got 16 minutes on it, that'll be 16 minutes that I most likely cut out of the video. Unless some Pokemon appear, but let me go check back up there and see what that would be about. Let me go see. I wish the elevator on the first floor was working. There we are. Second floor. It needs to be right next to a tire. It doesn't preface it doesn't say which tire. So I could just move one of these over here, right? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Move this tire over here. What does it get me? What does it get me that I want? 1-star common. Play on a slide. Now that's a hard... Oh, it just has to be any toy. Okay, it doesn't have to be the tire. So I might adjust that, but it's a common, so hopefully within the next 16 minutes, I'm going to leave you alone. Pick up this trace of a Pokemon, for one thing. I'm going to leave you alone to vibe while I go check on some of the other Pokemon spots, see if we got any new friends. Abra! Hey! A little fortune teller table. Neat! And I assume the other one would be Kadabra. Alakazam probably has a more specialized area. So any seat, any table, and a crystal ball. Got it. Wait, does the elevator work now? It does! We don't have to climb the stairs! Somebody I asked about earlier. Huh? Well, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm sure we'll probably get it before this stream is over. Oh, Curlia! So cute. I love Curlia. The whole Gardevoir line is perfect. I think, like, aesthetically, Curlia's... I actually, in some ways, like Curlia more than Gardevoir. Like, the overall ballerina vibe, like how it's up on its little tippy toes, got the more frilled out skirt. I think Curlia is such a peak Pokemon design. Not this type of environment isn't really my preference, but any dress or any seat, I'm sure I can make it work somewhere. Hello? Who's talking? Who's making noises? Oh, what's up? Oh, a little gift for me? You got a little gift for me? Robust seeds. I'm sure that they're trying to tell me something, like having the robust flowers will probably give me a Pokemon. Do I see any twitching around the way? Anything twitching in the distance? Anything twitchy? No, it doesn't appear to be the case. I'm gonna let that rock. How am I looking quest-wise right now? So, the only other active quest, aside from, obviously, the big building quest, is Rookie D. Well, I guess I can just go ahead and peek around, see if there'd be a good spot for a pre-built house. Maybe placing down the thing would make Rookie D happy, but probably not. That'll probably be a next stream, kinda, or a next Pokopia stream, kinda dealy. Oh! I mean, I guess I could just buy this and get Curly around here just cuz. Because why not? I like how the pre-built for this area are so, like, general Pokemon buildings. Like, this gives me big Pokemon gym vibes. I don't know if that's intentional, if it's meant to be a Pokemon gym, or what, but that reminds me of, like, the general Pokemon gym stuff. I've already got the mart in the works. So... let me just grab a city hut and see if I can build it somewhere. That probably wouldn't be done today. That'll also be a next Pokemon quest type thing. But... some to work. Okay. That's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. Maybe I'll get a cottage instead. No, I haven't unlocked the cottage, so yeah, small house only. Small houses only, fool. Where might I put this little house? Where, oh, where shall you go, little house? I'm not feeling the little house goes anywhere over here, to be honest. Let me check over in that area. I didn't do too much exploring over in the Gardevoir area. Let me check if there's anywhere in the Gardevoir area I want to build this little house. Surely, there's got to be a spot. Oh, Dratini, come here. Oh, you can just live here. Dragonair can get the better real estate. Oh no, this is your home. You're not homeless anymore. Congratulations. Don't be homeless mission complete. Damien, how's it going? How you doing, brother? We are just trying to get some more Pokemon habitats and maybe find some more friends. I am towards the tail end of the stream at this point, but I'm trying to finish building some stuff and maybe finding some more Pokemon before I call it. So maybe you'll see something interesting happen in this last little bit here. This little area over here might be a good enough spot for a house. No, that's too dug down. I don't want to do it there. Oh, I see a computer in there. I might no, that's a laptop. That won't work. Lore. I don't want to read that today. I'll read that next stream. Little soup pot. Anything, anywhere. Oh, there's more lore there, too. I'll save that lore. I'll save the lore for the next Pokopia stream, because I do need to keep the video relatively chopped down since I'm already in overtime. Come on, there's got to be somewhere I can build a little house. Somewhere where it wouldn't look like garbage. Maybe just right off the entrance here. I mean, if I fill this in a little bit, maybe right on the corner, like a little tiny house. Block some of this out. Just chilling with your dog? Hell yeah. Sounds like a good vibe. Tell dog that I said hello. Okay, let me fill some of this back in. It's weird that this is only a two block wide road. All the other roads in this area so far have been like 4 blocks wide. I'm not mad at it. Okay, it's got some kind of great thing over here where water can run through, but there is no water running through it. Oh, it's probably just meant to be like a drainage thing. I'll just fill it back in. There we go. That's probably good enough. The asphalt. Now I just need to fill this in with some sky-high grass. This will probably make for a fine little house area for one of the tiny huts. Maybe I'll put it a little off-center. Usually I center it, but fence is a little close. Nope, not where I meant to put that. Oh, picked up some iron ore, apparently. He's kind of watching with you. You know, I should have assumed. I can say hello to dog then myself. Hello, dog. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're being a good boy right now. Be a good boy for Damien. Don't cause any trouble. You know, I'll just pick up this fence. I actually do want my thing to be centered. Am I out of Skyline grass? Damn! Okay. Whatever. Whatever. I mean, I can always just use a movement kit, worst comes to worst. It requires Pokemetal. Well, I guess I'm not doing that in this stream. Wait, who does it need? Girafarig, Altaria, Swablu, and then it needs Builder, but Tinkaton's busy right now. We've still got, looks like 4 minutes on before the Pokemart's ready, so let me revisit some of the areas, see if we got new Pokemon friends yet. But first, another trace. Hey, Snivy! Oh, that's who you were talking about! It's gonna be Snivy! My little goat. Alright, I'm heading back to the Silpho building now. Please tell me that Snivy is there waiting for me. I suppose it's also not impossible that it could be somebody other than Snivy, but I think it's gonna be Snivy. I'm hoping it's gonna be Snivy. Oh, one of the windows is broken. I'll have to fix that. When am I going to be live next? I stream 2 to 3 times a week, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. EST. That is a weekly thing, and I have a rotating A/B schedule. I don't know if your school ever had an A/B schedule, but A/B essentially means that one week you stream on set days, and then the following week you would do other days. So that's like A/B schedule is usually for like what classes you would take on any given week. So for me, what is called an A week would be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then a B week is Tuesday, Thursday. So this is a B week, so I will be live again on Thursday. Now I'm not going to be playing Pokopia on Thursday. I'm playing a anime style Souls-like game called Little Witch No Betta. I'm going to be playing that on Thursday, but then I will be playing Pokopia again the following week on Monday. So if you specifically want to see Pokopia, that's next Monday at 1 p.m. EST. That same week, I'll also be playing Little Witch No Betta again on Wednesday, and then I will be playing Pokemon Yellow for the Game Boy Color. That is on Friday. So if any of those streams interest you, you can tune in at 1 p.m. EST on those dates. Whatever works for you. And if you can't make it, I also upload the VODs. The VODs get listed on YouTube immediately after the stream ends, and then I also upload like edited down video versions in the following 48 hours after a stream happens as well. So if you don't want to see the whole stream, you just want to see like the good bits, like where something's actually happening, you can also do that by watching the videos. But it looks like we have a friend waiting. There you are, gorgeous. Oh my god, I love Snivy. Now for me, I typically picture my Snivy as being a girl. Snivy just has that kind of, I'm an heiress to some large family fortune kind of vibe. I love the smug, elegant kind of energy of the Snivy line, so I'll give it kind of an effeminate voice. Or no, maybe this one's kind of like a little dude energy. Maybe this is a little dude Snivy. Let me read some of the dialogue, see what I'm feeling. Wait, where am I? Wherever it is, it sure is comfy. Huh? Did you make this place for me? Yup. That's amazing. I better do something nice for you too. This Snivy isn't smug at all. This Snivy seems like a chill little dude. If I can help you with anything, ask me anytime. I love this guy. What a nice little man. That's our 109th Pokemon, number 248 Snivy, the grass snake Pokemon. The leaves on Snivy's tail generates energy when exposed to sunlight, making Snivy swifter and adding an edge to its movement. Is that 2 feet or 2 inches? 2 feet tall, 17.9 pounds, grass type. Very heavy for a grass type Pokemon of that size. You wouldn't expect a little tiny 2-foot grass Pokemon to be almost 20 pounds. But that's cool either way. I love Snivy. I said it before earlier in the stream. My favorite Pokemon my favorite starter of the Unova region. Very glad to have him / her here at the little spot. Actually, I have something really neat. Here, I'll give it to you. What do you have for me? Potato! I wonder if I can make French fries. Did you know you can use potato to make hamburger steak? Okay. Interesting that it's used to make a hamburger steak. You named your dog Bugsy? There's a One Piece character that I like named Buggy. I don't know if you've ever watched One Piece, but Buggy's the goat. Bugsy. Why does Bugsy sound familiar? What fictional character do I know that's named Bugsy? That feels really familiar, but I'm blanking on who that would be. Bugsy. Oh! Hello, Frogadier. Hey, Ditto, I know this is random, but do you want to play a game of Look That Way? Fuck it, why not? Why not? I typically don't do their little games, but why not? Look that way. Look that way. Hey, I'm on your ass. I'm in your head now, boy. Look that way. Fuck. Come on, we can do 3 of 5. We could do best of 5. Alright, whatever. Alright, now our Pokemart should be finished, but I am actually gonna peek around just a little bit to see if we have any other Pokemon friends. Actually, no, I'll do the Pokemart first, and then I'll peek around to see if we have any new Pokemon. How are we looking, Tinkaton? Oi, Sugar! There you are, bud! The Pokemon's all finished! You should definitely check it out while you're here. Well, that's what I'm here for. Show it to me. Hey! That looks cool. I hope the door slides like an actual convenience store. Alright. What do we got? No, it's just an opening door. Dang, I wish it had a sliding door. What? You know what? Chill spot. Oh, it is very much Asian convenience store inspired. Aside from the fact that it's got a vending machine instead of shelves, a lot of Asian convenience stores, like East Asian convenience stores in like Korea, I think in the Philippines as well, Japan, they have like these little counter self-serve areas where if you buy something inside the shop, you can like sit at it and do the whole like heat up your meal in the microwave and that kind of thing. I think I might actually zhuzh this one up a little bit to make it feel more like that. I really like it though, it's cute. Oh, that's why it sounded so familiar. There's a trainer named Bugsy. That makes sense. That makes so much sense. I'm like, why does that sound so familiar? Fire Red and Leaf Green is probably one of my most played Pokemon games as well, so that must have just been sitting in the back of my brain. Very cool little spot, though. I'm definitely going to try to zhuzh that up a little bit off stream. Oh? Something's bothering my boy? What's the matter, Trapinch? Ditto, can I get your help real quick? Yeah, what's up, buddy? If I had a fire hydrant, that'd be so cool. Can you bring one to my place? Why do you want a fire hydrant? You were just complaining about how this area wasn't dry enough. Literally like 2 streams ago, you were just complaining about how the area was too humid. Why do you want a fire hydrant? What a weird guy. But okay. I gotta keep my boys happy. And of course I'm carrying too much stuff. Of course. Of course, of course, of course. Of course. I'll move my housing kits for now, cause I don't really have the space for them. I haven't cleared out enough areas. That's plenty. We pick up the hydrant, relocate the hydrant, and then take one last little peek to see if we can find any Pokemon. And if not, we'll just have to call it for the day, cause I gotta start editing these videos. Editing your own videos is hard, y'all. I don't know if y'all have ever tried to do the whole YouTube thing, but editing videos is no easy feat. Hey, Giraffe, can you, like, fuck off? I'm trying to talk to Trapinch. Oh, cool. I got a little relic. Well, I appreciate that. Anybody poking around, please? Last second little homie. Anybody. Even the common ones, bro. So many of these had, like, common Pokemon that should have been hanging around, and then they're just not. What a bummer, man. What a bummer. Well, you know, you can't win them all, I guess. But we got some things. We found a couple new Pokemon. We ended up finding Snivy. That's always a huge dub. Thanks to Ema for telling me about the little hidden toy habitat up in the second floor of the Silphco building. I greatly appreciate that. Nice that we were able to get somebody going over here. And we finished building the Pokemart, so we accomplished something. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that a dub, call that a good enough ending point for today's stream as well as this video here. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that here. And then yeah, we'll do a little wrap up in the chatting page in just a second. Okie dokie, let me hit save. I forgot to get some thumbnail screenshots. I'm gonna have to go back and do that while my videos are rendering today. What a pain. Bye-bye. I will hopefully see you later, Damien. I hope to see you in one of the upcoming streams. You and Bugsy. I'm gonna go ahead and do my little end of stream wrap up. But I appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate you for stopping by too, Ema. Thank you for the heads up about the little toy play area. Love having Snivy around. Greatly appreciate it. Let me go ahead and head on over here and do a proper wrap up. Get the music going again too. There we go. So yeah, thanks guys for stopping by my stream. You had 2 new faces in chat today. Always great to see some new faces. Damien and Ema, once again, thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. It makes streaming so much more fun when I just have people to yap with. Once again, I will say today is a B week, so I will be live again on Thursday. Just to reiterate, I will be playing Little Witch No Better. That is an anime-styled Souls-like game, so if that is something you are into, be sure to stop by for that. But if not, we will be back again the following week for 3 more streams, including Pokemon Pokopia, as well as our Pokemon Yellow playthrough, brand new playthrough on the channel. So if you haven't had a chance to check that out, you can check out the VOD as well as the videos up on my YouTube channel. If you're watching over on Twitch, that is youtube.com/@SugarBearVT on Twitch. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on so that you can find out about all my new videos and all that good stuff. I also do non-gaming content. I cover like otaku news topics. I do movie reviews if you're into like movie reviews type stuff. I do gacha pulls sometimes. Lots of stuff going on over there. I'm trying to branch out my content repertoire in terms of what kind of stuff I cover. So if any of that kind of stuff interests you, be sure to check me out over on YouTube. But yeah, thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one on Thursday, or hopefully in one of the other Pokemon themed ones next week on Monday and Friday. That's all I got for y'all today. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace, peace.